say the same thing. The society century. Socialist revolution. Thank you, Russia. History is a class
What class? Math or science?
Them, but that's not what I was talking about. Anything about Karl Marx?
Jackie, how do you know?
I had to pay that nerd like $10 and take him to middle school prom.
Jackie, why don't you, extenuate?
So, I didn't know you knew such a big word.
What?
Well, I paid someone. I obviously don't know that much. Ask Donna. She's ugly. She must be smart. So, what is it that you don't understand?
Thing.
That's a first.
I know.
Karl Marx wrote the Communist Manifesto in 1948.
Whoa, man. Where'd you come from?
I don't know, man. I was just buying some cheese and I appeared here. Yo, I was so totally Karl Marx.
So you can help Kelso if anyone can.
Well, first in the 17th century there was like a class struggle. Now first you must know what socialism is. It is when the proletarians take control of the means of production and helps with the structure of the bourgeoisie that we live in. In a socialist state there is no waste of talent because they create things that they want to produce. Einstein said technology cannot beat the revolution, but can help it. In capitalist society, rich.
Like me!
Jackie, just like you. Rich people fund rich people. Democracy is affected because it limits the privilege only for the capitalism. Though I didn't think that agriculturalists were revolutionary, they were the working class, and so was the urban working class.
Well, you see, there's property and it's robbery, and we should get rid of property, classes, and inequality. It's like what Owen says. Of course, this will come naturally, and the government will disappear, and also the small societies will control, and there wouldn't be any force needed to control this.
Shut up, man. He didn't even read philosophy.
Now there's someone who speaks my language. No reading.
Yeah, Fourier didn't either. He thought that everyone was equal. He said that children should be brought up by a community and that people should have a passion for their jobs. He really wanted everyone to be happy.
Hegel agrees with the general will, man, and he thinks that laws should be a reflection of society's personality. He thinks that the state makes you who you are, and it's not just laws and borders, and the state is a person. And he believes in the idea of a family. Hegel says that history is always moving forward, and that he thinks that history ended in Prussia. Because of that, there will be no more conflict. He was for corporations and privately owned businesses in his society. So through the institution and the spirit of the state, the individual remains an individual. People are alienated from the world because of capitalism, and the means of production can be altered by economic and technological factors. Economies determine the world, and booms and recessions are going to happen, man.
Well, yeah, man. But I can agree with the ideas of the stages of history. I believe that the dialects between going from caveman to slavery to serfdom to capitalism, and the final stage would be socialism. The reason why a revolution cannot occur is because you need to have a bourgeoisie country.
Okay. The bourgeoisie country is not on the map.
Just forget he said that and carry on.
The reason why you would need socialism is because of alienation. The 3 stages would be the workers are alienated from their work, and the second would go to the people who produce because they cannot afford the product that they are producing. And the last stage is the workers who are alienated from each other. They become a part of the machine, man.
The problem with the utopia socialists is that they lack philosophic understanding.
Like me.
Just like you, Kelso. Just like you. Anyway, for socialism to work, the proletarians must fight and be familiar with society so that they can abolish the class system. Through other actions occur like the Second International of 1889, which was 100 years after the French Revolution, because the socialists are dealing with poverty and class in order to push for socialism. At the same time, we see a push for capitalism and democracy.
There's way too much pushing going on here.
Anyway, back to socialism. This was a crisis because it was postponing the socialist revolution, created not much need for socialism. Also, World War I brings down the Second International. They are becoming a part of the way instead of setting it aside. This failed.
Like you, Kelso.
I don't fail. Pretty people don't fail.
Okay, Kelso, we must learn from this because of the fact that they had an uprising. Representation and participation is our idea because it is a human right. Because no one should go without it, or go without housing or food. Private property is not the answer. It only separates people and makes it like the oppressor and the oppressed. People are not machines, and we must work together to have equality for the world to succeed. This can only come by with socialism.
Wow. This is good stuff. I should write it down.
Yo, my name is Karl Marx, and I like to sing. I wrote the Communist Manifesto, and I talk about a lot of things. I believe in materialistic dialect. Hegel was onto something, but not quite there yet. I believe there are stages of a revolution. For cavemen into socialism, there is much more. Without this, your society cannot soar. It is the socialism that America lacks today. Only the rich get paid. What we need is unity. What is this? A state? We have cars instead of saddles, but they will not fight our battles. Technology is helpful, but don't be skeptical. It will not fight the revolution for you. History is over in my eyes. Prussia is the answer, so stop this banter. Word up.